Perfection is the enemy of progress. I've heard quotes like this from great thinkers, great leaders, dubious billionaires about 1,000,000 times. But no matter how many times I hear it, I still want to be perfect. Oh shoot. Even though I'm not. It seemed like, to me, I got the advice that it's okay not to be perfect after it was already ingrained in my mind that everything had to be perfect. But honestly, the more you look at it, the less perfection makes sense. You can think about everything you do as a measure of quality versus the effort and time it takes to get to 100%. Now, you'd think that all of this would be linear, but in actuality, you can get through 80% of doing something and it'll be pretty slow and steady growth. But that last 20% actually takes a really long time. And while you're waiting for all the conditions to be perfect and you're waiting for yourself to execute and really bat 1,000, you miss out on a ton of opportunities that pass you by when you could have just called it a day and made the progress anyways.
Guys, I'm really struggling here. It's Friday. I was supposed to get the video done late on Monday. Then I procrastinated until Tuesday. And then I was like, well, it's already Tuesday. I didn't do the video. I'm just not going to do it. And now I'm late on shooting my video for next week because I put everything off until Friday. It's 8:40 in the morning, right before work. I am going to work like this. I have been up for 2 hours. I just haven't wanted to get out of bed. And this half of a cookie that I've been working on for like a couple days, this is my breakfast. And all of this is because even though the whole point of this video was you don't have to be perfect, I still want everything to be perfect, and I can know the point, internalize the point, and still ignore it. This I think is like the prime example of why it's so dangerous that we have this level of perfectionism. It's like, oh no, I need this to go well for me, even though it's like an entirely low stakes situation.
You can think about trying things and not being perfect, like you're going on a run. Most of the time that you're going on a run, you're not even hitting like a pace that you want to hit, and you're certainly not going to like a marathon thinking, I'm totally going to win this thing. I'm going to get number one. At least for me, I don't think that that'll ever be possible. But you're still focused on the practice of doing something that you might not necessarily want to do, you might not be good at, but at the end of the day, 2 miles is 2 miles.
And the other thing people don't tell you about perfection is a lot of the time, if you're just shooting for, I'm gonna get number one, I'm gonna be perfect, you end up failing in some way, and then the entire thing feels like a wash. I think in life, we undervalue contrast. That means having things that are dark and bright, good and bad, things that are easy and things that are hard. And the only way that you can have that is if you don't push yourself to be perfect 100% of the time. Because if you're perfect all the time, where's the room for growth? So my challenge to you is to do one thing that you really don't want to do this week. And you don't have to make it perfect. It doesn't even need to be good, but you do need to try.
And for the record, my one hard thing of this week is editing this video, which I feel is maybe the most awful thing I've ever made, but I am going to do it. It is Friday at midnight, but I'm gonna release it anyways because I said I was going to, and it might not be Monday like I promised it was going to be, but I can still get a weekly video out. So